Good morning. Hi, I am Pam Fox. Thanks for watching. So last week I announced April's 30-day challenge, the 30-day Miracle Morning Challenge. Maybe some of you have started and you're doing it with me, and that's great. I don't even know what time it is. It's about 7 o'clock here on Monday morning. I started my Miracle Morning this morning at 5, and I hope many of you will join along with us. So if you haven't started yet, that's okay. I'm just going to be checking in throughout the month, trying to give little pieces of inspiration for you. So if you haven't started, that's okay. And if you start later in the month, that's okay too. The Miracle Morning is really it's just a very powerful tool for transformation. And I have a lot to say about it because it's really impacted my life. And so that becomes the question, do I want to transform? Am I interested in transforming? What is transformation? Do I want to conform to this world, or do I want to transform? Do I want to continue with my life just the way it is, everything's fine just the way it is? Or do I want to change? Do I want something different? And I think anybody would say there's room for improvement in our lives. I don't think anyone can say, I have arrived, my life is perfect, there's no room for improvement. So I believe that the Miracle Morning applies to everyone. But I think, most of us, we definitely always have an inner desire to do better with our lives, right? We have a desire to do better than we're doing. But we get stuck, don't we? We get stuck in this. I don't know. I know I did, and I never really realized I was stuck. I just thought I was living my life and things were good and it was good enough, and so I began, my self-development journey, and it's scary at times. It can be overwhelming at times. It can be kind of frustrating at times. But it's thrilling. It's thrilling, and I'm making progress, and I'm feeling really, really great about that. And my future now, I have a vision of a future where I didn't really have before. I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do with my life, where I wanted to take my life. And so the Miracle Morning has really helped me with this. So again, the question is, do I want to conform to this world, or do I want to transform by the renewing of our mind? Have you guys ever heard this before? Do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's actually a scripture in Romans in the Bible. And the reason I want to talk about that briefly is because everything starts with an idea, doesn't it? As far as, people go and our lives and anything man-made, everything started with an idea. It started in the mind. Whether it's, where you live or where you go to church or where you work, all of those things, they started with an idea. And then something, manifested out of that. And so, if we get to a place in our lives where we become stagnant, we just need new ideas. We need to transform by renewing our mind. And this is what the Miracle Morning is so great at doing. It sets you down in a quiet place where you think, where you use your mind, and you think about your life. Think about where you're at, where you'd like to go. What are your dreams? What are your passions? What are you going to do about those things? When are you going to spend time addressing those things? And the Miracle Morning really addresses these things. And so I just want to briefly talk about a couple of things about the Miracle Morning. One is, do I need to go big or go home as far as the Miracle Morning goes? In other words, this 30-day challenge. Today, isn't April 1st, and I haven't started the Miracle Morning, so forget it. I'm just not going to do it. Because, I either need to go big or go home. So no, you don't need to go big or go home. You can start today. You can start tomorrow. You can start next week. Do what you can. Do what you can. And then the other idea is, I was talking about how I get up 3 hours early now because I enjoy my Miracle Morning so much. Well, the reason I do that is because when I first got up, the first day I got up an hour early and I just focused on my Miracle Morning, my silence and my affirmations and my visualization and so on. And then the hour was up and it was time to go to work. And it was like, I wanted to spend more time doing that, but I also wanted to spend more time working on those things I was discovering. So in other words, I discovered that I wanted to enroll in a school. Well, if I'm going to enroll in a school and then spend, my mornings doing, Miracle Morning, I'm going to need to spend some time studying as well. And so that's what I do. I get up at 5 and I spend, about an hour, maybe 45 minutes on parts of my Miracle Morning. And then I spend about an hour on my studies. And then I spend about an hour working on whatever it is that I'm working on. So maybe I'm developing new sequences for my yoga class, or maybe I need to go through a pile of mail, or maybe I need to clean my house, or whatever it is. So those things, on my to-do list, I now have time to do those because I do them during that 3 hours in my morning. So that's what I do. But maybe you're a person that can't get up 3 hours early. Maybe you can't even get up 1 hour early. Maybe you're already getting up at 4:30 and you have a 2-hour commute, and whatever your situation is, do what you can do for your Miracle Morning. If you can do a 30-minute Miracle Morning, do that. If you can do a 15-minute Miracle Morning, do that. If you can do a 5-minute Miracle Morning, do that. In fact, I think I've heard people talk about the Miracle Minute. I think Hal Elrod even has a Miracle Minute. I don't know what that entails, and obviously you're not going to go to the depth, with a 5-minute Miracle Morning as you could with an hour. But you're going to have, and this is key, you're going to have that consistency where you're getting up a little bit early every day and you're focusing on you. You're focusing on, again, shifting from the negative to the positive, those affirmations. You're focusing on visualizing what it is you want for your life, those visualizations. You're focusing on, maybe you're not going to get a workout in if you're doing a 15-minute Miracle Morning, but maybe you're already doing that later in the day. Or maybe you can't exercise, so that's not, or maybe, maybe you already have a exercise program that you've incorporated into your life that's consistent, and that's not really something you need to incorporate into your Miracle Morning. So you need to figure out where your weaknesses and your strengths are. Those affirmations, those sound like something that could really positively affect my life, or that meditation. So do those. Pick 15 minutes, get up 15 minutes early or 30 minutes or whatever you can do, and focus on those. Do what you can. So it's not an all or nothing thing, and it's not a, go big or go home thing. It's a do what you can thing, but consistency is key. And that's the last thing I want to mention really quick is I was thinking about that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't never gonna keep me down. That song has a great message, and it's not just the lyrics saying don't give up. It's the repetitiveness in that song. He says it over and over and over. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. And that's what happens in our life. We can so easily become defeated by something when we fail, or defeated by something when we're attacked, or defeated by something when we attack ourselves. We get down, do we get back up again? We have to get back up again. So it's that consistency and repetitiveness is the power of the Miracle Morning. You do it every day. And if you fail, if you miss a day, or you miss 2 days, or you miss a week, don't say, I tried it and I failed and I'm just not going to do it. No, get back up again. Do it again. And an even better song, I don't know if you know this one, but I had to write it down because I thought I was going to get that Thumbawamba song stuck in my head. But there's an even better song by Audio Adrenaline, well, in my opinion, where he said, it's called Get Down. And it goes, I get down, he lifts me up. And it's about how when we get down, God lifts us up. And again, it's the same thing in this song. He says it over and over and over to the point where you're like, okay, I get it. The song is really irritating, but I don't think we do get it, because again, it's that repetitiveness. It's that consistency that is so key. I get down, he lifts me up, I get down, he lifts me up, I get down, he lifts me up, I get down, over and over. It's about not giving up. It's about not giving up. It's about trying again. So don't feel like you're a failure if you're trying these self-development tools and you just can't stick to them. That's normal. That's totally normal. Some mornings I'm all over the place. I might start with one thing and skip another and then really do heavy on one. And before I know it, it's time to go to work. When I first started the Miracle Morning, I did like 2 weeks of it. And then before you know it, I was remodeling my dining room. And so I was getting up and spending all my time. I would spend like 5 minutes meditating and spend the rest of the morning, remodeling my dining room. So, you know, you do the best you can, but be consistent, be repetitive. If you get knocked down, get up again, try again. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. You know, the Miracle Morning is such a powerful tool. You know, just doing it is such a powerful thing, but remembering that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get up 3 hours early. And, you know, if you fail, that's okay. Just get back up again. All right. Well, that's it for today. Stay tuned. We'll have more to come. I don't know when. All right. You have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.